Is 5.4 minutes really normal? The numbers most men get wrong. Sex should be the most natural and easy thing in the world, but the reality is that many of us are living with a secret fear that something is broken. Maybe you're beating yourself up for finishing too quickly, worrying that your size doesn't match what movies have exaggerated, or enduring the gnawing loneliness of a sexless marriage that's lasted years. Criticism, toxic comparisons, or the despair of aging may have completely shattered your confidence and made you feel excluded from the world of intimate connection. I'm not a doctor. I'm just someone who went looking for answers to these struggles and wants to share with you the science backed truths so we can all get better together, one day at a time. I promise you, when you understand how your body actually works, you'll realize you're not defective or broken. You're completely normal. Today, we're going to reveal the truth behind the shocking 5.4 minutes statistic to vindicate men everywhere, uncover the secret power of women's 10,000 nerve endings, and learn how to ignite desire as simply as going to the gym. Don't let misconceptions force you to suffer in silence for one more day. Let's begin this journey of self-understanding right now. Decoding the golden numbers, shattering myths. I know many of you are living with the guilt of thinking you finished too soon, but let me share a number that will completely change your perspective. According to studies of hundreds of couples worldwide, the average time for actual intercourse, from penetration to ejaculation, is just 5.4 minutes. That's right, you didn't hear wrong. While the normal range can vary from 3 to 13 minutes, most of us aren't going for hours like the media would have you believe. If your lovemaking lasts 5 to 10 minutes, you're actually already in the above average group. What matters isn't how long you last, but the satisfaction of both partners. The truth about size, another secret worry for men. The truth is that the average length when erect is only 5.1 to 5.6 inches, about 13 to 14.2 centimeter. Cases of extremely short, under 3.1 inches, or extremely long, over 7.9 inches, are very rare outliers in reality. Remember, a woman's vaginal canal, when not aroused, is only about 2.8 to 3.9 inches deep, and it will automatically adjust to fit her partner through a mechanism called vaginal tenting. The most important number? The orgasm gap. However, there's one number that men absolutely must pay attention to master the game: the orgasm gap. While men typically finish after about 5 minutes, women need an average of 12 to 14 minutes of continuous stimulation to reach the same point. If you only focus on penetration, your partner will very likely be left behind. Natural solutions to bridge this gap. Kegel exercises for men. To better control your timing, get familiar with your pelvic floor muscles. Try tightening the muscles you use to stop urinating for about 3 seconds, then release. Training this muscle group daily helps you increase stamina and control ejaculation naturally without needing medication. Leverage the secret weapon. Remember that the clitoris is the only organ in the body whose sole function is to create pleasure, with over 10,000 nerve endings, more than the penis head. Instead of rushing to penetrate, spend time caring for this area. It's the shortest and safest path to helping your partner achieve fulfillment. You don't need to be a marathon runner to become a great lover. You just need to be someone who understands the body and knows how to use this scientific knowledge to create real connection. Understanding the machine and responsive desire to truly master the game, we first need to understand our own machinery. Many men enter the bedroom with an invisible pressure to be ready immediately, but in reality, our bodies operate through a very clear 4-stage cycle: desire, arousal, orgasm, recovery, the secret of responsive desire. The first secret I want to share, especially for those starting to reach their 40s or 50s, is that desire isn't always like a light switch. You flip it and it lights up instantly. When we're young, desire often comes spontaneously, but over time or in long-term relationships, it often shifts to what experts call responsive desire. Think of it like going to the gym. Imagine it exactly like going to the gym. Some days you feel lazy and don't want to lift a finger to get to the gym. But as soon as you lace up your shoes and start moving gently for a few minutes, your body naturally warms up and you feel energized. Sex is the same way. Sometimes we need to start with caresses, gentle touches first, and then desire begins to kick in. So don't worry too much if you don't feel aroused from the very first second. That's not broken, it's just your body operating in a different way. 2 natural tips for support. Breathing. When worried about performance, men tend to breathe quickly and shallowly, which inadvertently activates the nervous system, making us more likely to finish early. Practice deep belly breathing. Deep breathing not only helps calm the mind, but also improves blood circulation, allowing you to naturally control your timing and emotions. Nutrition. Instead of seeking quick fixes, pay attention to what you eat daily. Foods like beets and watermelon are rich in compounds that help blood vessels dilate naturally, supporting more effective blood flow to strategic areas without side effects. Remember, we're not robots. The fact that our bodies need longer recovery time after each session, from a few minutes when young to several hours or even a whole day as we age, is a completely normal biological law. Don't put pressure on yourself, because while we might get aroused fairly quickly, your partner typically needs 4 to 20 minutes for their body to truly awaken and be ready for a complete experience. The art of communication and practical techniques. A. Real-world communication. Breaking the silence. I know that for many men, talking about sex is harder than facing financial pressures. We often choose silence and endurance because it feels too awkward. But the truth is, communication is the golden key that improves your sex life more effectively than any medication. 1. Change your mindset before speaking up. Instead of constantly tormenting yourself with the question, "Am I normal?" Start asking yourself, am I truly healthy and happy with my current life? Normal is a very wide range of parameters. What matters most are your feelings and those of your partner. 2. Real icebreaker conversation starters. Don't wait until you're in bed to talk. Start with small steps in comfortable everyday spaces. You can try these approaches. Knowledge-based approach. I just watched some really interesting content about men's health today. I was surprised to learn that the average time for men is actually only about 5.4 minutes. What do you think about that information? Seeking understanding approach. I want us to spend more time together. No pressure, just to understand what makes you feel most comfortable and happy. Sharing truth. When you show that you care about your partner's feelings, they'll feel much more respected and happy. 3. Focus on the journey instead of the destination. We often race to reach orgasm as if it's the only goal, but try slowing down. Take time to enjoy the touch, the caresses, and each other's presence. When you reduce pressure about the destination, you'll notice everything becomes much more intense and meaningful. B. Sensate Focus technique. After 5 years, 10 years, or even 15 years without intimacy, suddenly returning to that can make both partners feel incredibly pressured and anxious about performance. That's why I want to share with you the Sensate Focus technique, a method that helps rebuild trust without any pressure to finish. 1. Removing the pressure to perform. The only goal is connection. You need to temporarily and completely remove any thoughts about penetration or having to achieve orgasm. Enjoy the journey. Think of this as rediscovering each other's bodies, where the destination isn't as important as the presence and emotion right in that moment. Reduce performance anxiety. When you know you're not required to do anything, the fear of being judged or failing will naturally disappear. 2. No pressure implementation steps. Non-sexual touch phase. Start by holding hands, hugging, or gently massaging areas that aren't genitals. Activating responsive desire. Like being lazy about the gym but feeling energized once you get there, these touches will gradually awaken desire within you naturally. Continuous communication. During this process, gently let your partner know how you feel or ask them, "Does this feel good?" 3. Why this technique works for men aged 30-60. Healing psychological wounds. For those who have been criticized or emotionally abused in the past, this is the safest way to open up again. Adapting to biological changes. Older men need more stimulation time, and this technique allows your body enough time to warm up without being rushed. Rebuilding understanding. After years of silence, learning to touch each other again will help both find common ground and absolute trust. Reminder, sex is 90% in the brain. When your mind is relaxed and you feel safe beside your partner, your body's machinery will automatically operate in the most wonderful way. 4. Homework assignment. I want to give you a small challenge this week. Have at least one honest conversation with your partner about what you've learned. If you still don't feel ready to speak up, write in a journal the things you want to change or the misconceptions you've just cleared up after hearing this information. Specialized for ages 30 to 60, confidence from understanding. From ages 30 to 60, our bodies don't operate like they did in our 20s, and that's a reality we need to learn to accept rather than worry about. This is the stage when overall health factors begin to directly impact your bedroom performance. 1. Managing underlying conditions naturally, indirectly boosting confidence. If you're dealing with issues like diabetes or high blood pressure, understand that these conditions directly affect your vascular and nervous systems, key factors for achieving erections. Blood sugar control. Maintaining stable blood sugar levels through healthy eating and exercise isn't just protecting your health. It's the most natural way to protect your machinery's operating capability. Lifestyle impact. Daily positive habits help reduce stress and improve blood circulation, directly enhancing sexual quality without total dependence on medication. Longevity and happiness. Scientific data shows that maintaining regular sexual activity not only helps us feel connected, but is also closely linked to extending lifespan. 2. Health for single men. Don't let yourself be pushed out of the market. For those currently without a partner, don't neglect caring for your confidence just because you're temporarily alone. Maintain pelvic floor health. Even without actual intercourse, you should still maintain daily pelvic floor exercises. This ensures muscle groups remain flexible, ready to kick into gear whenever you find a suitable partner. Mental readiness. Use this time to equip yourself with proper knowledge and build confidence. When you understand that normal is a very wide range of parameters, you won't carry the burden of pressure or fear of being broken when starting a new relationship. Self-care. Sexuality and intimacy are important parts of being human. Consider educating yourself and maintaining physical health as a form of investment in future happiness. Remember, regardless of age or marital status, understanding and caring for your body naturally is always the strongest foundation for a fulfilling life. We've journeyed together through so many truths about our body's machinery, from the surprising 5.4-minute statistic to the power of 10,000 nerve endings. I hope that after this video, you feel much more relieved because you've realized you're not broken, you're completely normal. All the worries you've had are really just gaps in knowledge that we were never taught properly. Remember, sex isn't some natural miracle. It's a skill that can be trained through understanding and communication. Don't ask yourself if you're normal anymore. Ask if you're feeling healthy and satisfied. If you found these solutions helpful for your life, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications now. This is where we'll tackle the most difficult topics together in an honest and civil way, helping you reclaim your natural confidence. Don't forget this week's homework. Have at least one open conversation with your partner or simply write down what you've just learned in a journal. Sexual health is a human right that everyone deserves to enjoy for a complete and longer life. Thank you for taking time for yourself today. Always cherish your body and your experiences because you deserve to be happy. Goodbye for now, and see you in the next videos.